Welcome back to Everywoman. Now, the ordination of women remains an issue for many of the world's religions as they struggle to reconcile traditional beliefs with modern life. So when Bikkhuni Dhammananda wanted to become a Buddhist monk, she had to leave her native Thailand because there women aren't allowed to be ordained. Now she's returned home and she's determined to reverse 700 years of entrenched belief that women can't do what she has done.
It's the morning ritual of monks across Thailand, gathering food alms from devotees. But these monks are unique. They are led by a woman. In a country bound by the conservative traditions of Theravada Buddhism, the Venerable Bikkhuni Dhammananda is fighting powerful forces. They believe that ordination and the rituals of Buddhism are the exclusive domain of men.
To become a female monk, this is from the Buddha's time. The Buddha allowed women to join the order on the basis that he believed that women can be enlightened. In order to highlight the special quality in Buddhism, I think ordination of women is one of the beautiful passage.
Thai Buddhists accept only male monk, not female monk as such. She has remade Buddhist history, and she herself, she tried to say that this is not a Buddhist history, it's a Buddhist her story.
The Venerable Bikkhuni's daily life is like any other monk's. But every chant, every ritual performed in this traditional male territory is a radical claim of female entitlement.
I'm not doing anything, just sitting here. Already I'm making a statement that yes, this is a space for women that we never had in our country.
The daily affairs of Buddhism are run by the Sangha Council. In 2001, they refused to ordain the Venerable Bikkhuni, and they refused to comment on this program about her ordination, which was done in Sri Lanka by progressives in the religion. But one of their senior members acknowledges that Thailand's first female monk has been condemned and outcast.
People may see that they are also not good because you have destroyed the tradition. In Theravada country like this, we didn't have Bikkhuni before. Why you try to be Bikkhuni? If you remain at the lay Buddhist, female Buddhist, that you also can attain nirvana or enlightenment. Why you want to be a Bikkhuni?
The more resistance, the more people don't accept you. You have to be more compassionate. You have to be more understanding towards, because this is all ignorance. People don't understand. People don't have the proper information. That's why they react in that way. It is our responsibility to educate them.
And it seems that there still may be some educating to do.
Ordaining women as monks is wrong. We never have it in our culture. Only men can be monks. Women are lower than men. This is the way Buddhism is. We know that. Female gender is low and second to men. We have to accept it.
As long as she practices and does good deed, it's fine.
45 years ago, the Venerable Bikkhuni's mother founded the first women's monastery in what was then rural Thailand. It is now the heart of her world, where she teaches and meditates and welcomes any woman who wishes to come to stay. It is the centre of her plans for the future.
To have a good community of women so that we can be beneficial to society, we can have access, people can have access to us. Sometimes we may be like halfway house for people who are downtrodden, women who just come out from jail, having no place to go, women who have unwanted pregnancies. We can house them, we can provide them care, and we can provide them with nurturing.
That nurturing is also shown in the smallest ways.
Yesterday, I was at one particular public talk. One woman came and asked, "Can I touch you?" You know, it is such a taboo because the robe is always on the body of a male monk. And she was so curious, "Can I touch you?" You know, she was very happy that she was able to touch a monk. That was the goal we set for.
It would be wrong to suggest that the Venerable Bikkhuni is a lone crusader. She is a beacon to many who have become disenchanted with traditional Buddhism.
Some of the people get turned off from the traditional Buddhism as they see that it's not answering to their spiritual need. So these people who have already left the church, so to say, now kind of, we have alternative. The fact that we never had female monks in our country, we are missing out something. And I'm doing this with my respect to the Buddha, with my complete faith to the Buddha.
The Venerable Bikkhuni forging new paths there. Now, women from the Middle East are considered some of the most savvy and fashion-conscious shoppers in the world. But how do Muslims living in the West shop and dress? And how do they combine their desire to be fashionable yet modest? Everywoman's Amani Zain took to the streets of Sheffield with some British Muslim girls to find out.
What do you do when you live in a society and the fashion trends are geared towards hot pants, boob tubes, strapless, this, that and the other? I'll tell you what you do. You think outside the fashion box. You become imaginative and creative and you make it work for yourself.
I met up with Neelam Imtiaz, a 22-year-old graduate from Sheffield. She takes fashion very seriously, but won't compromise her beliefs to adhere to the latest high street fashions. I joined her on one of her shopping trips.
This is where you would go and get some brooches to wear with your outfits?
Yeah, that's perfect.
And what kind of things do you go for? Big, small, colourful?
Well, it depends really what outfit I'm wearing. So like, for example, today I've got pink on. I'd go for something like my pink brooch today.
Okay.
So,
and would you wear like colours in the summer or?
Yeah, this is a shop.
Okay. Do you think it stops you being fashionable, being covered?
Not really, no. But fashionable, like I said to you, it depends on how you define it. Because for me, a high street shop doesn't dictate what I wear, but rather it's my creator who's dictated to me what I wear. So I adhere to the laws and regulations of my creator, but at the same time, my creator doesn't prevent me from jazzing it up. Something like this, for a jilbab, I could get this made and have this as a design on the jilbab. Obviously this is a bit see-through, so I'd have material underneath it, so my arms covered. But something like that doesn't prevent me from being fashionable.
A jilbab refers to a long, flowing, baggy overgarment worn by some Muslim women.
It's a designer jilbab, and it's something that I took inspiration by the gypsy skirts that were in. I mean, they were really nice and flowy and really flary, and although I have some that I wear indoors, I wanted something similar for outdoors. So what I opted for is I contacted a girl who actually designs jilbabs and asked her if she could make them.
So so you picked up on the kind of
the frilly bit at the bottom, yeah. It's really nicely done because the arms have got like a bit of a design on them. Got a pocket for convenience for mobile phone or something, so just to keep it there.
After scouring the high street, Neelam takes me to some local shops that especially cater for Muslim tastes. One even doubled up as a bookshop.
So what's in at the moment now? What would you suggest?
There's lightweight ones like this. These are really convenient for work because they've got a hat included within them, so they're easy to wear and stuff. So that would cover your head, and then that would just get wrapped around, so you don't have to pin it and stuff like that. And you could get a brooch and just like place it on the side.
Okay, so. I've never seen. So these kind of come in.
Yeah.
So you'd wear it around and then it would go.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder if I can demonstrate. So would it be this way round? That way round.
Yeah, that way round.
Like this.
So you'd put it over your head, yeah, like that. Yeah.
And then
and that would go like around you, so like.
All right.
And then you could just like say place a brooch there.
You got a mirror? Like that?
Yeah.
It's quite nice.
So it's cover and stuff. Looks nice as well.
Yeah, it's true.
I wanted to find out what other Muslim girls have to say, so I hit Sheffield High Street.
Do you think it's important to try and look fashionable and be Muslim.
The thing is, people think that Islam stops you from doing everything when it doesn't.
Yeah.
Islam tells you to walk with society, but within limits. We've got boundaries. We've got things to stop us, and as long as you follow that you're fine. It doesn't say no, be different than everybody in the world. You know,
be yourself. People think wearing a hijab, you can't do anything. You can't show your body. You can't like this, like that, which is not like that at all.
Yeah.
Finally, I meet some of Neelam's friends and ask them about shopping in the high street.
Really, I've got my own dress code and I don't need to go to these shops to find these clothing that will satisfy that dress code.
You learn to improvise, you learn to sort of look at things. So for example, you know, like you said, that the high streets might not cater for us. It's not about looking at like that, that the high streets don't cater for us. It's about the fact that, you know, what is it that from the high streets I can actually take that will actually go in line with my belief. And it's like, you know, something as small as this, where for example, you know, you might have a sarong, and you know, a lot of us use that as a scarf. You might not have sort of, actually. Yeah, this is what I'm wearing is actually a sarong.
Well, there you have it. It just goes to show, for Neelam and her friends, what's in fashion at the moment doesn't really factor in their wardrobe. They wear what they want when they want, and I think I like their style.
Me too. Well, that's all for this edition of Everywoman. Please keep your emails coming to everywoman@aljazeera.net. But from me and all the Everywoman team, bye-bye for now.